What's up, family, friends, real estate enthusiasts? Today we're talking about what the hell is going on in the real estate market. A lot of chaos. It's like the Hunger Games, the Wild Wild West out here. We're out here gunslinging. Let's talk about rising rates, possibly rising inventory. Let's talk about where we're headed or where we might be headed, right? I don't have a crystal ball, but we'll try to make some projections. We'll see how buyers and sellers are affected by the rising rates and the possibly rising inventory. And then we'll sum it all up. So first, let's talk about the rising rates. At the end of COVID or mid-COVID, rates dropped down to like the low twos, right? People were purchasing houses and getting a 2.25, 2.5 as an interest rate, super low payment on the monthly. That's what created a huge frenzy in the buying market. On top of that, sellers were not very motivated because of COVID. People were afraid to leave their houses. So there wasn't a lot of inventory. So the low rates, high affordability, and the low inventory caused prices to skyrocket in the last couple of years. We've seen some insane appreciation. People have made a lot of money in real estate. And now it's going to get a lot harder, right? Interest rates are about 5.5%. Experts are saying they'll top off somewhere in the 6s, some are saying in the 7s. Other people are saying it's going to go all the way up to 8%. But who knows, really? All I know is that they're moving fast. So let's talk about rising inventory. If you're not super familiar with real estate trends and the seasons of real estate, how they work, typically during fall and winter we see a decline in inventory, mainly because of the holidays, kids are back in school, people are less likely to move. And then once spring starts to come back, a little more inventory comes on the market. And then once summer hits, we're full blown. Lots of inventory. All the buyers are on the market because the kids are out of school. And so that's typically how real estate trends work. So with that being said, we should have a natural increase in inventory. But then again, the rising interest rates should cause some sellers to panic, or possible sellers to panic sell, right? They're going to see the rising interest rates. They're going to say, is my home going to lose its value? Am I not going to have the same appreciation? So if someone's maybe looking to move across state, right, to Florida, Texas, I recommend pushing the button now. Get as much as you can for your house. Get the hell out. Go wherever you're going. Live your best life. Do what you do. Next thing, where are we headed? God, that's a tough one. So like I said, people are projecting 6, 7%, all the way up to 8%. If that happens, there's going to be a lot less buyers on the market, obviously, right? And hopefully it'll cause home prices to steady. We're still seeing a ridiculous amount of competition. I'm still competing against 14, 15 plus offers. Some people are still getting some ridiculous offers in the 20s and 30s. What's it going to take for that many people to stop buying? Probably the interest rates, right? Affordability. So we know that the higher interest rates go, the less affordable it is. So yeah, which buyers are going to benefit? Definitely the cash buyers. They're not going to be competing with as many people. People are going to be less willing to offer those insanely high prices. Also, people with significant down payments will also benefit. And I'm talking like 40, 50% down, because then interest rates probably won't affect you that much, right? But definitely a lot of buyers are going to quit. They're going to call it quits. They're going to say, you know what, this isn't affordable. The prices are insanely high. The interest rates are higher than what they were back in, 2015, 2014. So, yeah, that's the buyer outcome. Sellers, sellers are probably going to keep getting the max value for at least till summer, I say, right? The summer frenzy. If interest rates go all the way up to the 7 or 8%, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people will call it quits, but there's definitely going to be more sellers that are incentivized to sell now, capitalize on the high prices, right? But it has to make sense. If you're selling to purchase another house out here in San Diego, it's going to be a tough sale because you probably refinanced or purchased with a low interest rate, probably in the low 2s, maybe low 3s, and now rates are about 5.5, headed towards 6. So if you're gonna sell your house and buy here, it's definitely gonna be heavy on your thought process and consideration because affordability. Yeah, affordability. It's leaving our grasp. So in conclusion, I said we're effed, but that's not true. That's not true. I'm a very optimistic person. We're definitely going to have to work harder to get those deals closed, to find those buyers that are going to be willing to buy, willing and able to buy in this market. We're still going to be competing probably with multiple offers, not as many. And yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of people leaving the industry too. Real estate's a really, really competitive industry. And some people are just saying, you know what, this is too much headache for me, too much work, it's not even worth it, right? We're going to lose a lot of part-timers. We're going to lose a lot of the average agents that probably sells 4 to 5 houses a year. And now it's time for the big dogs to step up. It's time for us to double down on work. Now more than ever, it matters who you're working with. Please choose wisely, choose your agent wisely, choose your lender wisely, choose your marketing team wisely. Everything needs to be carefully considered. We're talking about hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars. We're not talking about small potatoes here. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. That's what the hell's going on in the real estate market. God help us all, my goodness, but I'm just kidding. I'm optimistic. Let's get our grind on. Appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.